When you log into UAOnline and go to your Faculty Services tab, you'll notice there is a new tool called Enter Grades. When you click on this tool, it will take you to a sleek-looking interface with all of your courses for the semester. Here you can select a course, and in the area below, the roster will pop up, allowing you to easily enter grades. To start inputting grades, you can simply click on the appropriate cell and either choose the appropriate grade from the drop-down list or type it in with your keyboard. As soon as you press the enter key, it will move down to the next cell automatically. So this is already pretty great and a lot easier to use, but if you have an external gradebook, like Blackboard's Grade Center for example, you can import the grades for your entire class in one step. To import grades, click on the Tools button in the top right and choose Import. You'll notice it's looking for a Microsoft Excel file, and it will not work with anything else. To get my grades from Blackboard, I'm going to go to my Grade Center in my Blackboard course. I have all of my grades and I'm ready to put these into UAOnline. Now, you might have noticed that in UAOnline I could only enter letter grades, and my current Grade Center is set up with percentages and points. Blackboard will automatically convert my percentage and points into letter grades using a grading schema. To see your grading schemas, we can click on Manage and then choose Grading Schemas. By default, every course in Blackboard is set up with the standard letter grading schema, where 90 to 100% is an A, 80 to 89% is a B, etc. If you need to add a new grading schema, for example one that can accommodate plus-minus grades, then it is as easy as clicking on Create Grading Schema and filling in the appropriate percentage ranges and letter grades. I've already created my letter plus-minus grading schema, which looks like this. Now that I have the appropriate grading schema, I just need to change the final grade column to use the letters I specified instead of percentage. I can do so by clicking on the down arrow and choosing Edit Column Information, and then setting the primary display option to my letter plus-minus. After that, I simply hit Submit, and voila! All of my grades are now ready to be entered into UAOnline. To export my Grade Center, I simply hover over Work Offline in the top right and choose Download. We only need the final grade column for UAOnline, so I can choose the Selected Column option and then select my final grade column. I will also want to make sure I include all of the hidden information so I don't miss any users I might have hidden inadvertently. Once I click Submit, it will generate the file, and I can then click the Download button to download it to my computer. Blackboard exported this file as a tab-delimited file, so it's not quite the Excel file that UAOnline is looking for. It can quickly be fixed simply by opening the file and resaving it. You'll see that even Microsoft Excel notices that this file isn't quite an Excel file when I try to open it. I'm just going to click Yes to continue and then File Save As. I'm going to save it to the desktop and then change the file type to Excel Workbook. Now in UAOnline I can choose the file I just saved and then click Next. It will give a quick preview of the content so I can confirm it's the right file. Once I click Next, I will need to map the columns to the right values. All I need is the student ID column and the final column. I'm going to find the student ID column and then set the select box above it to student ID. I will then do the same for final grades. If your course was taught entirely online, you can also use the last access field from Blackboard as the last attended date. However, that is completely optional. Once I have matched those columns, I can click Next to confirm what the import is going to look like. Everything looks good, and at the bottom it will show any errors or rows it cannot validate. There is also a validation report that will highlight the rows that generated the errors. I have no errors, and so all I have to do is click Import. It will import all of the grades from Blackboard for my students. Perfect. That saves me lots of time, especially on classes with lots of students. The Grade Entry tool also shows my grading progress for each of my classes in a status bar to the left of each class name. To get out of the Grade Entry tool and return to another part of UAOnline, I can simply click on the drop-down menu at the top and select where I want to go. I hope this new tool saves you time this semester and makes the process of entering grades far more enjoyable. Thanks for watching.